All right, so we're going to be going through and we are going to be updating these styles, adding some detail to them. So first things first, let's get rid of some of these colors. So let's get rid of that for the slideshow container color. All right, the next one is for the slideshow. We want to add a nice transition, right? So the transition there, this is the shorthand for it, but if I'm not mistaken, it's the name, then it's the duration, then it's the timing function, and then it's the delay. So I can't remember the acronyms for it, but name, duration, timing function, and delay. Focus. So cubic Bezier. So we're not having any delay, so we don't need to fill that in, but we are going to use for the timing function cubic Bezier, and the values are going to be the 0.7, 0, 0.3, and 1. There's websites that you could play around with it, and it helps give you that like feeling of, okay, do I like this or not? So you could see that it changed a bit. It isn't as smooth, and yeah, it really adds a lot when you add cubic Bezier and play around with it just a little bit. Maybe it increases the professionalism or the feeling that you get. It provides an atmosphere to the experience. All right, the next one is I want to take the same value and I want to add it to the transition for the background as well, or for the dots. Go there, and we add that to it as well, and we get a nicer fade. Okay, the dot container is pretty ugly, so let's address that. First things first, the dot container, let's actually make it invisible. So I don't want to see the dot container. I don't need this padding either, therefore. And already it looks better. The dots themselves, they're pretty good. When it highlights, I want it to go. So I'd prefer that the background be have opacity in it. So RGBA 000, and we're gonna go to 0. We'll say 8. And then when it's active, let's say that it's going to be, it'll turn white. We'll say it'll go 255, or there we go. And we'll say 255, 255, 255 with a background of 0.3. All right. And what else do I have? I want to add a hover effect. So dot, when it's being hovered over, I want to make it look kind of nice. I'm going to say cursor pointer. There we go. And I want to set the background to some value. What do I want? We'll go 255. So white. Just so you know, on the RGB color value scale, it goes from 0 to 255. And the alpha value goes from 0 to 1. So yeah, we got to go to the slides now because I don't want it to be this long. I want it to be the entire height and the entire bottom. So how does that work? Well, here we go. Just have to adjust the height. For the height, I'm saying of the slide, I want it to be 50 view height. And now it's going to fill up the entire space. Choom. So you're seeing some cool effects now. So we're making good progress. Now we have to prepare for the images, because right now we don't have any images in place. And the way that we're going to do this is we just have to make the images flexible, and we have to position them properly so that they get cut in half. So I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to do this right now by getting an image.